We all know the deal with flying. You pack your bags, maybe grab a pre-flight snack that you definitely paid too much for, and hope for the best. Flying might be the safest way to travel, but behind the scenes, airlines have their own secrets they prefer you didn't know about. But hey, that's what we're here for, right? Today we're diving into the hidden world of air travel. Buckle up, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Okay, let's be honest, who hasn't been stuck on a plane, staring out the window at the tarmac, wondering why in the world their flight is delayed? You know, again, it's one of those universal experiences that unites travelers everywhere. You board the plane, find your seat, and then nothing. Minutes turn into hours and you're left with nothing but your thoughts and the occasional update from the flight crew. And the pilot's up there like, uh-oh, looks like we've got a flock of geese on the runway. Or maybe it's a stray luggage cart or some other unexpected obstacle. It always seems like there's something out of the ordinary causing the delay. But is that really the whole story? Come on, man. We've all heard it before. We apologize for the delay, folks. It seems we're experiencing a slight mechanical issue. Yeah, right. It feels like a canned response, doesn't it? Like they're just pulling out the same old excuse from a hat. But what if there's more going on behind the scenes than we realize? You may think weather or those technical issues are the main causes of flight delays, but trust me, there's more to the story. Sure, bad weather and mechanical problems do play a role, but they aren't the only factors at play. In fact, there's a whole web of reasons that can contribute to a flight delay, many of which are carefully orchestrated by the airlines themselves. Airlines, my friends, are masters of strategy. They have to be, given the complexity of coordinating thousands of flights every day. But sometimes their strategies might not align with our desire to get to our destination on time. They sometimes hold flights to save money. You heard me right, it's not just about getting you from point A to point B, it's also about managing costs and maximizing efficiency. Holding a flight for a few extra minutes can sometimes save the airline a significant amount of money. They'd rather have you sitting on the plane twiddling your thumbs than pay those hefty rescheduling fees for late passengers on connecting flights. It might seem counterintuitive, but from a financial perspective it makes perfect sense. By delaying a flight, they can ensure that more passengers make their connections, reducing the need for costly rebookings and accommodations. So next time you're waiting on the tarmac, fuming and checking your watch every 2 seconds, it might just be a strategic delay. It's not just about the immediate inconvenience, it's about the bigger picture. Airlines are constantly balancing the needs of individual passengers with the overall efficiency of their operations. Who knew airlines were such expert chess players, huh? They're always thinking several moves ahead, trying to anticipate and mitigate potential issues before they arise. So, while it might be frustrating in the moment, understanding the broader context can help us appreciate the complexities of air travel. Next time you're stuck on the tarmac, remember, it's all part of the game. Alright, let's talk about the air we breathe at 35,000 feet. You might think that being so high up, the air would be pristine and fresh, but that's far from the truth. You know how you step off a plane and feel like you need a hazmat suit and a week-long detox? That feeling isn't just in your head. The air quality on planes can be pretty questionable. You're not alone. Ever notice how many people seem to get sick after a flight? It's not just a coincidence. The confined space and close quarters make it easy for germs to spread. It's like a petri dish up there. With so many people in such a small space, it's no wonder that illnesses can spread so quickly. See, the air on planes is recirculated. This means that the same air is being used over and over again, with only a portion of it being replaced by fresh air from outside. And while they do use filters, let's just say they're not exactly winning any awards for freshness. These filters, known as HEPA filters, are designed to capture a significant amount of airborne particles, but they aren't foolproof. Viruses and bacteria can still spread like wildfire, especially during boarding and disembarking when the air isn't being filtered as efficiently. During these times, the ventilation system isn't operating at full capacity, making it easier for germs to circulate. It's like a giant sneeze party and everyone's invited. When someone sneezes or coughs, those droplets can linger in the air, increasing the risk of transmission. So next time you're on a plane, maybe pack an extra bottle of hand sanitizer and one of those face masks. These simple precautions can help reduce your risk of getting sick. You know, just to be safe. It's always better to be prepared, especially when you're in an environment where germs can spread so easily. So stay vigilant and take care of your health while flying. Let's be honest, folks, flight attendants are basically superheroes in disguise. They're serving snacks, calming nerves, and secretly speaking in code, all while looking effortlessly glamorous. Ever hear strange announcements on a plane and think, wait, what does that even mean? You're not alone. Flight attendants use coded language to communicate without alarming passengers. It's like their own secret society up there. For example, you might hear code red or 7700 in an emergency. And trust me, you don't want to be around when they announce a code at them. That's their signal that a child may be missing. So next time you're flying, pay attention to those seemingly innocuous announcements. You never know what secret messages they might be hiding. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money. Specifically how it seems to disappear faster than we can earn it. Or, more specifically, how airlines are experts at getting us to part with it. They have turned the art of charging hidden fees into a science. Remember the good old days when checked bags were free? Yeah, me neither. It feels like a distant memory, a relic of a bygone era. Airlines are masters at adding hidden fees. They have a knack for sneaking in charges that you might not notice until it's too late. From checked baggage to seat selection and those overpriced onboard snacks, the list goes on. What used to be complimentary now comes with a price tag. Many airlines charge for services that were once complimentary. Want to choose your seat? That'll cost you. Hungry on your flight? Get ready to pay for that too. It's like they're nickel and diming us all the way to our destination. Every little thing adds up, and before you know it, your budget flight isn't so budget-friendly anymore. And don't even get me started on fuel surcharges. These are often hidden in the fine print, making your ticket price skyrocket. That's right, they pass those down to us too. The cost of fuel goes up, and suddenly so does your ticket price. So, that discount ticket you snagged online? It might look like a great deal at first glance, but once you add up all the hidden fees, it may not be such a bargain after all. Those extra charges can quickly turn a cheap flight into an expensive ordeal. Next time you book a flight, read the fine print, my friends. Take a close look at what you're actually paying for. You might be surprised at what you find lurking in the shadows. Hidden fees can be sneaky, but with a little vigilance you can avoid some of the most common pitfalls. Chapter 5. Why planes dim the lights during takeoff and landing. Have you ever noticed how they dim the lights during takeoff and landing? It's like they're trying to set the mood for a naptime story, but there's actually a very important safety reason behind it. In an emergency, dimming the lights allows your eyes to adjust to darkness, making it easier to evacuate if necessary. Think about it. If there's smoke or chaos, you want your eyes to be able to see the exits clearly. So, next time you're on a plane and the lights go down, don't reach for your sleep mask just yet. It's a good time to familiarize yourself with the emergency exits and procedures, just in case. Chapter 6. Overbooking isn't an accident. We've all been there, standing at the gate, boarding pass in hand, only to hear those dreaded words, "This flight is overbooked." Getting bumped off a flight can be a frustrating experience, but it's not accidental. Airlines intentionally overbook flights, banking on the chance that some passengers won't show up. It's a risky game of numbers, and sometimes it's passengers who end up paying the price. So next time you're booking a flight, especially during peak season, remember that your seat isn't guaranteed even if you have a ticket. It's like a high-stakes game of musical chairs, and no one wants to be left standing. Chapter 7. Those safety demos aren't just for show. Okay, I know. We've all been tempted to tune out those pre-flight safety demonstrations, but trust me on this one, folks. It may seem routine, but the pre-flight safety demo could be life-saving. Even seasoned flyers are advised to pay close attention. Each plane model has different emergency exits, and in a crisis, every second counts. So next time you're on a plane, put down the magazine, take out your earbuds, and pay attention to the flight attendants. They're not just going through the motions, they're sharing crucial information that could save your life. Remember, safety first, folks. Outro safe travels. Well, there you have it, folks. Air travel has changed a lot over the years, but there's always more happening behind the scenes than meets the eye. Now that you know a few of the airline's secrets, what do you think? Would knowing these change the way you travel? Maybe you'll pack a few extra snacks or brush up on your emergency exit strategy. Whatever you do, remember to stay informed, stay safe, and keep exploring this amazing world of ours. And hey, if you encounter any more airline secrets on your travels, be sure to let me know. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.